Hello, all of you. CA Deepti Chheda here. So, as gearing up for the upcoming exam, CMA final direct taxation paper, we are doing discussion for the new paper pattern, which is applicable from this December 21 for the online exam. I'll tell you the paper pattern, the weightage, and recent mock test paper we'll discuss. Along with mock tests, we will open up so many topics also, and you all have worked hard. It's not easy to listen to the coaching for final, and for teacher also it is not easy because it is so vast. The portion of final in assessment procedure, you all have attended the class yesterday also with the inter students, because assessment procedure is just starting at the inter and so much in depth you have, right? So very important now is to do weightage wise some smart work and overall things you should remember to score marks. But this paper pattern for December 21 onwards is very much scoring. It's not I'm boosting because I'm teaching. Honestly, I'm saying you. Less of theory, more of practical questions. But you have to be now more practical oriented exam. There are some theory questions, but very easy. But only thing is you have to be very smart enough now to make a choice quickly so that you complete the paper in 3 hours. So you can note this down. I'm sharing the screen and I'm making you write first what is going to be the paper pattern for the CMA final exam. Okay. CMA final direct taxation. Earlier also I have made one video for the paper pattern and all, but again the online scheme is changed. Still you can watch those two videos for MCQs and all the questions. Now in 3 hours, your whole paper is divided into 4 sections. Okay. So let us take up first section A. It is MCQs. 1 question and 4 options are given. You have to select it in the online mode. 1 correct, no negative marking is there, but 20 questions are there for 1 mark each. That makes it 20 marks. Nice. Section B, you can say these are like 1 mark questions. Something like sometimes you will have to answer it like fill in the blanks. Or some sentence you have to write or some word you have to write. Again, these are 20 questions, 1 mark each, 20 marks. What is the difference in section A and section B? This is the perfect time, dear students. You all know the topics individually, rate and equalization levy and transfer pricing and all. Now it is time to see overall. So most important is that how they are going to ask the questions. Like here, in section B, recent amendments are there in the TDS TCS rates. Amendment means more 2-3 sections are added in TDS TCS. They can give you the limits. Assessment procedure, they can ask you the time limit. What is the time limit to complete scrutiny assessment, raid, commissioner appeals, and so on. So these are very nice, very scoring questions. Section C is most time consuming. Here you have in total 6 questions. Okay. Question number 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions you have. You have to attempt any 4 questions. And these 4 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So any 4 questions are there. So how will you attempt these questions? 4 questions you have to attempt for 12 marks each, that is 48 marks. Now very important is to make the choice very quickly. You can complete the, many of the students before I started, they are asking the doubt, ma'am, is it possible to complete the paper in 3 hours? Answer is yes. Because 12 marks is not a jumbo question of 12 marks ki aap capital gain calculate karo or non-resident taxation. No, no, no. These 12 marks are again like this, 6 plus 6 marks question on transfer pricing or slum sale और non-resident taxation, वो DTA के questions, 6+6 marks. Or you have 4+4+4. In 4 and 4 also you have 2+2. So for every bit, stepwise marks are there. That's the beauty of this new pattern. So of course, you all have worked hard for so many months. Then again, exam got postponed. Again, you have revised. Again, you are writing now. So already enough of hard work. You will surely clear, but essay clear nahi karna hai. Come up with nice exemptions. It is possible. Like in net profit, if you do add and less, whatever they ask, that mat rate, one step correct, you get marks. Acha, chalo, let us take example of capital gain. Indexation is correct, 1 mark. Index cost of acquisition is correct, 1 mark. Capital gain is correct, 1 mark. Exemption is correct, 2 marks. Tax is correct. Like this, 6 marks problem is there. So definitely stepwise marks is, but dear students, your mindset should be clear that you should be able to make the choice very correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 questions are there. Out of that, any 4 you have to attempt. And in those 4 questions, definitely bit questions are going to be there. Right? So you may have 3 marks, 4 marks. Acha, in this 4 marks practical question and 1 theory question. Explain the term tax planning, tax evasion, and like that. Write a short note on advance pricing agreement, rollback provisions. So short note is also going to be there, which you have to type, or they may ask you to write and they will scan both ways. That's not clarified until now. But choice kar lo, and please make sure, suppose you're starting, dear students, with question number 3 here in section C. Question number 3 may 4 marks, 3 bits are there. You attempt B bit first, then A, then C. Chalega. But all the bits of the question should be solved together. Right? And last, you have section D, where you don't have any choice. It's a case study. 90% chances of getting these case study from transfer pricing for 12 marks. Where you'll have some theory, some documents, due date of filing the return for transfer pricing, 30th number, CA should give the report in form 3 CEB, documents should be maintained for 8 years, and then one of the transfer pricing method question. In transfer pricing, I've taught you all the methods, but maximum questions are asked from CUP method, resale price method. And theory questions are asked from net margin, TNMM method, and all. Okay, so this completes your 100 marks online paper for the coming December exam. पहले पेपर पैटर्न में क्या डाउट है पूछो. I will discuss the mock test paper whole, and with that I will revise other things also, and if you have any doubt, you ask me. Those who have missed yesterday's class, in our CA Deepti Cheda's YouTube channel, I have uploaded that video also yesterday only itself. MCQs are same, dear students, in inter also, in final also, for return of income, for TDS, for assessment procedure, for some of the salary and all basic questions are also asked. So MCQs and all ke liye just watch yesterday's video also. Yes, I'm waiting for some response. Is the paper pattern clear to all of you? MCQs and one-line questions and how they are going to ask you. It's not necessary to start with A and B, but you should know, so that at least 40 marks are going to be very scoring. There are no true and false and match the pairs and all, but these are like fixed. Okay, right. Thank you so much. All clear until now. And weightage wise, now please do smart work. Almost like hardly 15 days are left for your exam. So you know that your direct tax portion is for 30 marks, and 30 marks may exactly 3 topics are there. Transfer pricing, your non-resident, and your DTA. Non-resident में यहाँ भी question पूछते हैं based on residential status. So you make sure no that you are doing weightage wise this perfectly well. Transfer pricing, non-resident, DTA and all 30% का वो तो complete कर लो आप properly, huh? And then 70% you can do. So now it's really very important for you to go weightage wise when you are doing business restructuring. Okay, you should know what kind of questions are asked from the past. Paper pattern has changed, but that weightage of the questions will not change. One question is going to be there on math. Charitable trust is there. Format of charitable trust, anonymous donations, how it is going to be taxable. Right. So make sure you apply this technique. 30% international taxation thoroughly करके रख लो. Advanced pricing, rollback provisions, all for theory. Transfer pricing, some theory is also there, associate enterprise and all. And then problems are there. Institutes material, if you do problems and our material, more than enough. You need not refer any other book. Clear to all of you or not? Okay, right. So very quickly then, let us start with this mock test paper. Is my screen clear to you? A, B, C, D, 4 sections are there. And for every section, they will give you instructions. For example, section A, 20 marks. You are required to answer all the questions. Each carry 1 mark, no negative marking. Each question is having 4 options. Any one of it you have to choose. Okay. I hope you all remember one thing now, that from this year, dividend is taxable. I've clarified all this yesterday, so let's not repeat. Please watch that video also. That's very important for you all also. Okay. Though I've written over there, it's made for inter, but inter, final, all. And assessment procedure is also very important. Okay. A domestic company for any amount paid dividend under 222E. What is 222E? Deemed dividend shall be chargeable to additional income tax at the rate of following. Yes. So now deemed dividend is taxable. Yes. At what rate? 30%, because it's a domestic company. CDT, that corporate dividend tax, dividend distribution, section 10, subsection 34, all that is scrap. Dividend, all the types of dividends are taxable now at the rate of 30%. Black Money Act, a very beautiful small chapter. It is other than Income Tax Act. If your illegal income is caught up under Black Money Act, it will not again be taxed in those 69 and all undisclosed income. So Black Money and Imposition Act provides that tax shall be charged on every SSE in respect of undisclosed foreign income or foreign asset, right? So it is taxed at what rate? Black money, 30%. If you don't pay tax on undisclosed foreign income at 30%, then in India you have to pay 78% tax. Do you remember or not? Undisclosed income pay 60% tax on that surcharge, and on tax plus surcharge you have ESES, so it comes to 78%. So if you have undisclosed 1 crore at home, 78 lakhs to government hi le jayegi. Followed? So better is that if there is any undisclosed income, you can pay the tax under Black Money Act. You know, in the Black Money Act, I'm discussing few things extra also what I feel relevant and important here. In the Black Money Imposition Act, I have discussed with all of you, someone is caught up with black money right now in financial year 2021 and he's saying, I am the non-resident, I have earned in foreign country. For non-resident income received in India, deemed to receive. Accrued in India, deemed to accrue. Why I should pay tax? But this income, if you have earned in 2018 and that time you were resident in India, now even if you are a non-resident, you have to pay tax. Got it or not? Nirav Modi and all. Suppose now 184 2 days and all gone. They can say 365 days I am out of India, I am a non-resident. Why? But then when you had undisclosed income, if that year you were resident in India, you have to pay tax. Good. Is my speed fine or you want me to go more slow? And if I'm discussing little extra, are you confused or you're getting clarity? Let me know. And somewhere write it in your notepad, some reminders, what you feel, हाँ मैम ने black money, चलो एक बार ये रिवाइज कर लेते हैं, ऐसे कुछ रिमाइंडर है तो write it, revise it. We are still connected in the WhatsApp and all the groups. You can anytime message me. I'll clear your doubts. ठीक है? Right, चलो. An appeal to High Court under Section 260A of Income Tax shall lie only if it's a substantial question of law, fact, or any question, or if SSC is not satisfied. No, such a beautiful concept. You remember the first appeal can be made to whom? Commissioner appeals. SSC can make. Second appeal to tribunal. Anyone can go. Commissioner and SSC. Third appeal to High Court. Fourth appeal to Supreme Court. Income Tax Appellate Tribunal is the highest fact-finding authority in India. So you can go and file a petition in High Court and Supreme Court only if you have a question of law. Question of fact, full stop. ITET is the last fact-finding authority. Clear to all of you? Right. An appeal to High Court shall lie only if a question of law is involved. Now see, they are telling it's an MCQ. Indirectly, they have asked is fill in the blanks, true and false. कुछ ना कुछ रहेगा ऐसे भी. Capital gain on slum sale, section 50B. This was there in Inter also. Always is short term or long term, or it depends on the holding period. Slum sale mein all my assets I am transferring to you. My fixed assets, my current assets, my stock, my creditors. So if any one of the asset, the holding period is long term, we can take long term. Otherwise, it will all be short term. Or short term low or long term low, indexation is not there. In slum sale, sale consideration minus net worth is the capital gain you have to pay, lump sum. So it depends on the holding period. Okay. No order imposing a penalty shall be made by Assistant Commissioner where penalty exceeds 20,000 except with the prior approval of Joint Commissioner, Chief Commissioner. So if the penalty exceeds 20,000, you have to take, AO should take the permission of the Joint Commissioner before levying the penalty on SSC. Is this clear to all of you? Right. Next now. As per section 222, an appeal from an original order passed by tax recovery officer shall lie to Chief Commissioner or Commissioner appeals or no appeal is possible or item. First, we should know what is tax recovery officer. Some tax is due. We asked you to file the return, you didn't file. We called you for scrutiny, nahi kiya. We did best judgment and we gave you a demand notice 30 days mein pay karna, section 156, sorry, 154 is rectification of mistake. You did. Finally, we will give a certificate to tax recovery officer that go and you can recover the tax by selling off their assets, seizing, and some powers are there to tax recovery officer. Now, is this order appealable? Answer is yes. And you can file the appeal with Chief Commissioner or Commissioner. Yes. Section 115JG. This is in the very first chapter only. Capital gain arising from conversion of Indian branch of a foreign company into Indian subsidiary is not chargeable to tax subject to certain conditions. Transfers, transfers of subsidiary foreign company. In this context, you are requested to choose business of foreign company for which this provides a relief. Conversion of Indian branch of foreign company into Indian subsidiary. So foreign branch you have converted into subsidiary. This provision of exemption of the transfers is applicable for business of banking. Few questions I feel frankly quite buttified and picked up. I don't think itna aisa cut to cut पूछेंगे. Chalo. Royalty or fees for technical services. received by non-resident is taxable at 10%. Okay? Royalties and all income is taxable at 10%. Where a search is initiated under 132, how many years back you can do? This is one of the important things when there is income tax search. You can't say, oh no, financial year 2021, no. This income though I have earned in 2015. In your home, property is recovered, money is recovered, jewelry, that all belongs to you. And if you have not disclosed, we can go back to 6 years. With some specific rules, 4 more years also are extended, but generally 6 years. So answer is, AO shall assess or reassess the total income of 6 years immediately preceding the assessment year relevant to previous year in which raid. So in the raid is done in 2021, March 20 se piche 6 years, they can ask you to reassess the income and file a revised return. In case of 132 search. And what is survey 133B? That is mostly on business premises between sunrise to sunset, working hours of the business and all those. Door-to-door survey. Section is 133B. Yes. Interest, please write down with you, spare time, and in your every chapter in the beginning sections are given. So interest के सामने आप rates लिख के रख लो. 234A for late filing of the return, 234B for April to return, 234C for delay in installments, 234D if they have granted you refund and again you have to return back, you have to pay interest 0.5 and all. Then you have 234F fee for late filing of the return, 234G for not submitting the documents. So this is a beautiful scoring area for MCQs. यही आता है यहाँ से. So एक ही बार if you spare 15 minutes and write the sections and rates, now it will be clear. Right now. Interest under this section is levied from first day of the assessment year till the date of ascertaining the return. 234B. 234C is delay in installments. From April to due date of filing the return, 234B. And return if you have filed late, then it is 234A. All clear to all of you? Right. Which of the following can be corrected while processing the return of income under section 143(1)? Which of the following can be corrected while processing the return of income under section 143(1)? Okay. If there is an arithmetical error, you can correct. Any mistake in the return, error in the return, so you will have to file revised return. So 143(1) is when you file and they give you an intimation that okay, it's called regular assessment. Your return is accepted. When they say this, it is like arithmetical error they will rectify. But if they have a doubt that income understated to nahi hai, expenditure zyada to nahi bata loss, then scrutiny. Followed all of you. How is this opening up of all the topics we are making all khichdi biryani? Huh? Jumping, no, somewhere interest and penalty and business restructuring and transfer pricing, but this is the way you should enjoy it. And forget about the change in paper pattern. Dear students, last 3 to 4 exams, whatever mock test papers they have given, no, ठीक है, थोड़ा paper pattern अलग है. Case laws are there now, तो वो एक question छोड़ दो. बाकी तो you do it. The MCQs, the transfer pricing questions can come as it is. I'm telling you. Are you getting what I'm saying? Huh? So make sure that earlier 2-3 exams, actual paper and the mock test papers, all you solve it. The last exam, the before exam and all, they are there in the website. Okay. KLM Limited, a company having international transaction of 7 crores related to purchase of raw material, is required to keep and maintain books 92D. D for 9 sections. Yaad hai ya nahi? Kuch to we have learned, no? 92D. D for documentation of transfer pricing. 8 years. 8 years you have to maintain the document. 92E, tax audit report. 92C, that definitions. Secondary adjustments. Okay, 2 minutes. I want to revise. Transfer pricing ka pumping heart is. What is primary adjustment, dear students? Problems, what we are solving. I purchased from my associate enterprise at 180 lakhs. Same goods I purchased from another enterprise at 130. So I am purchasing from associate enterprise at 180. Listen to me. And from others at 130. Am I inflating my purchases by 50 lakhs in India and reducing my income? Increase this income. That's what is primary adjustment, transfer pricing. But this all I am doing it in my computation, and on this increased income I am paying tax to government. From my others I am buying arm's length 130 lakhs. From my sister concern 180 lakhs. So you may be having a doubt, ma'am, in their country they will have to, their country on sales tax is not there. In India only you have heavy taxes, no? Are you getting? So associate enterprise, those countries we may not have much tax. In fact, associate enterprise are planned and put up in those countries. They are called tax haven, zero tax countries. So what is primary adjustment? Increase in the income when transaction with associate enterprise are not arm's length. If these transactions are crossing 100 lakhs, 1 crore, then I have to do secondary adjustment. Secondary adjustment means I have to give the effect in the books also, increase my income, expenditure, I have to reduce, and they will also increase their income. So secondary adjustment has to be made when primary adjustment exceed 100 lakhs. Primary adjustment exceeds 100 lakhs. Clear to all of you? Right? Thank you so much for the responses that you all are following. What is primary adjustment? I hope you are getting, I'm giving you the highlights. Now, Acha, do you remember in the primary adjustment, if I purchase from sister concern at 130, whereas arm length is 150 lakhs. So now, will the government allow me? No, arm's length pe kharido, purchase badao, profit kam karo. No. Transfer pricing is lopsided. If income is increasing, apply. If income is decreasing, don't apply. Beta Limited of Mumbai subsidiary. Beta Limited purchase goods from transfer pricing. Adjustment would arise between them. When sales price is less than the arm's length price, means we have purchased at less selling price. See, Beta Limited is a subsidiary. Beta Limited is purchasing the goods. So if we are purchasing at more than the arm's length, then only it will apply, no? Read it on your own. Take 2 minutes break. मैं लेती हूँ, मैं continuous बोल रही हूँ. आप पढ़ो. Read it, dear student. Yes, clear? Advance pricing agreement. Okay, we are going to do transactions with our associate enterprise, and this is going to be pricing. We can enter maximum for how many years? 5 years. Not exceeding 5 years. Please take the language correctly. It's not exactly कि 5 साल के लिए तो कम से कम करना होगा. It's up to 5 years. You can do a advance pricing agreement for 3 years also. Arm's length price is to be determined by resale price, fair value, stamp duty. Stamp duty and all is used in capital gain. Arm's length price you have to decide by resale price method. Uncontrolled transactions means transactions between dash whether resident or non-resident. Transaction between enterprises other than associate enterprise. For associate enterprise, so we have arm's length and all. Other transactions are called as uncontrolled transactions. Means it's another name for arm's length. Obviously, they are at arm's length. It's not uncontrolled means I and C are not connected. So it's not controlled by me or C. So it's at arm's length. And controlled transactions are between associate enterprise. अरे परचेज बिल बढ़ा के भेजो, we will save tax in India and blah blah. ठीक है? Countries that employ explicit policies designed to attract international taxation and minimize the tax and all, tax haven countries. I told you, huh? We are selling some property to someone from B country, but we are doing this transaction in the C country to save the tax. I've given you all these diagrams because in those countries tax is not there. So we form a subsidiary. Only for this transaction we manipulate and do. So those countries are called as tax havens. Dash means circumstances in which income tax authority shall accept transfer pricing or income as the case may be declared by SSC. Safe harbor rules. Advance pricing agreement is future, tax haven none. Safe harbor. Safe harbor rules are cases where department will accept your pricing policy. That's all for section A. Is it clear? My speed is fine. You all are able to take it, how to understand it best. Now let us go for section B. You are required to answer all the questions. Each one carries 1 marks. Almost like fill in the blanks or one word or one line answer, but this time options will not be given to you. Provisions relating to taxation on income from transfer of carbon credit. In the chapter 1 only, carbon credits can be sold and traded to help the environment and all. So that taxation is covered under section 115 BG. Small para is given for carbon credit in chapter 1. The person responsible for making payment to a resident, individual investor, in respect of investment in securitization trust is required to deduct TDS at the rate of 25%. Securitization trust are formed and again they will invest and they will get the income and give it to the investors and all. So TDS is deducted at the rate of 25. TDS ये तो easy पूछा है. I am expecting 194 MN recent rates. What is Berry ratio? Now this is used in transfer pricing, but बहुत कम ही कहीं describe किया हुआ है. It is the ratio of GP to operating expenses, the proportion of GP to operating expenses. What do you mean by covered transactions? Covered transaction means the international transactions are transactions for which agreement has been entered into. Transactions which are covered under, double taxation agreement or between your, it's known transactions, what you're doing, they are called as covered transactions. Which form number is used for filing ITR for those who are having business income? ITR 3. In business, if you are having presumptive taxation, ITR 4. All the other source ITR 1, like that. This is return of income, mein form numbers are given to you. Roxy, a partnership firm whose total income is 50,000. State whether he has to mandatorily furnish the return of income, yes or no. See, in filing of return for partnership firms, LLPs, companies, it is mandatory to file the return irrespective of your income or loss. or in case of company, irrespective whether business is started or it is in the pre-operative mode. Compulsory to file the return, partnership firm, LLP, company. For individuals, HUFs, if their gross total income before deduction exceeds the basic exemption 2,50,000, they have to file the return. Suppose for you the income is 350 and you have put 150 in PPF. So on 2 lakh income is then taxed, still you have to file the return. So before deductions, if the gross total income exceeds 250, individual HUF के लिए वो rule है. बाकी सबके लिए yes, partnership firm is required to file the return mandatory, irrespective of the size, income, and all other details. Next, Section 144C envisages an alternative dispute resolution DRP आते से you should remember Section 144C. 144C dispute resolution panel mechanism by empowering the CBDT to constitute a dispute resolution panel. So how is, they have a panel and you can take their view and then come up and help you. Advance pricing agreement is a contract between a taxpayer and at least dash tax authority. One income tax authority you have to enter. Advance pricing agreement that we are going to do international transactions this way and this way. बाद में मत बोलना कि under report किया income and all like that. Notice under 143(2), they have given in bracket, but you should know 143(2) and 143 subsection 3 are very important sections. 143(2) is notice for scrutiny. Some of the cases are picked up. You should have not understated your income, overstated your expenditure, overstated your losses. In that case, 143(3), notice of scrutiny should be served within a period of dash from the end of financial year in which return is filed, 6 months time. In case of deemed international transactions, whether the concept of capital financing is included or excluded. Yes, you have some para for that, no, debt and equity, and if debt is more. As per 132B, asset or any portion, raid, 132B is what raid ke cases mein. Assessment is done within any asset and all if they have seized in raid case. Then it has to be released within a period of dash days from the date on which last authorization is executed, 120 days. 120 days, 4 months time mein, whatever assets you have seized, you have to release. International transactions is defined in 92B. Please check your notes, 92B, 92C, associate enterprise, 92D, documentation, 92E, audit is all written. Dash means a permanent place of business through which business of enterprises wholly or partly carried out. P, place of establishment if they have in India. In case of foreign tax credit, you remember in international taxation 2 exclusive topics are added in last. One is foreign tax credit. If you have paid some tax in foreign country, you can take the credit of that in India, subject to some rules. And then GAR. What are the cases when GAR will be imposed? Impermissible avoidance agreement के rules क्या है, criteria क्या है? तो वो दोनों para just it will take 10 minutes. Read and go. For short note also write and keep with you. Write a short note on GAR. Write a short note on impermissible avoidance agreement. Write a short note on tax recovery certificate. ये सब पूछते हैं बार-बार. In case of foreign tax credit, an assessee being a resident shall be allowed a credit for the amount of any foreign tax paid by him in a country by way of deduction in year in which income corresponding to such income is taxable. So you remember in tax we have applied no Indian income, foreign income, calculate the tax, pehle relief do, whichever is lowest, Indian rate of tax or foreign. And after that, whatever tax you have paid in the foreign country, you can take a credit. So foreign tax credit is for which tax? Tax which you have paid in the foreign country. Appeal to commissioner, appeals is to be made in form number. I really feel very bad when they ask you form numbers. अब सब online है, क्या form numbers याद रखोगे आप? हाँ, in penalties, whole chapter 270 is important. If you under-report that income, how much is the penalty? 50%. Under-report, कम बताया आपने, miss-report, wrong बताया, 200% is the penalty. 200% is the penalty. Is this clear to all of you? 200% is penalty for misreporting. लिख के रखो. If you take a printout of this and watch this video again, it will be very helpful. It will give you a mindset put together how you have to answer. CBDT consists of chairman and other 6 members from various areas. For an individual assessee who is absent from India, return should be verified, means authorized, signed by any person who is representing him. Tonnage tax is applicable to whom? Shipping companies. In case of dash relief, government of 2 countries enter into agreement known as treaties to avoid provide relief under double taxation. Bilateral. Unilateral means from our side we are doing. We don't know about them. Bilateral is it's an agreement between both the countries. Okay, right? So just 2 minutes break we will take and then we will continue with the C part and D part. So we have completed 2 sections. Section A, which is MCQ, 20 marks. Section B, you'll have to choose it over there in the online. And section B, mein 1 line will be given to you for you to write it. Section C is very easy. Stepwise, you can score marks. Okay, if it is a math question also, 1 add and less what you are doing, 1 mark is there. But only thing is, you are required to answer 4 questions out of 6. So make your choice very quickly. In this, generally 5th or 6th question, lot of theory is given. So if you want to avoid writing the theory, you can leave that. I'm not saying pura theory chhodna possible nahi. It's not 1 full question for theory which was there in the earlier pattern. In question number 5, 1 theory question. Question number 6 mein 2-3 hai, to kar lo. Following is the profit and loss, amount of depreciation, turnover and all. Exact question for math for 8 marks. Write and keep, practice and go. More than 28 questions we have practiced for math. That is covering all your variety. And then a format also I have given. You have to add book depreciation. You have to take this, whichever is lower. So follow that format, please. So this now problem I am not discussing, otherwise it will take us. But all those excess income you have to add and then compute the book profit. Like that they have given. And minimum 15% tax you have to pay. So this in itself is like 4 marks you have to compute the normal income and 4 marks they are giving you to compute the book profit. Now B part is 4 marks. You got it or not? 4 and 4 is over. Question number 1A. B part 4 mark. It is 35 AD. In that also 4 mark, 1 mark step marks are there. Itna easy to offline papers were also not there. So you all are going to do super well. Trust me. Your pen will flow provided you revise everything now in the 15 days. SG Limited commenced operation. And company incurred a capital expenditure exclusively for above business. Further during it incurred another capital expenditure including land. So you all know 35AD, if not I'll revise. Land is not allowed under 35AD. Capital expenditure are allowed, revenue are allowed 100%. And the year when you start the business, before that 3 years are there, that expenditure is also allowed. Is this clear to all of you? This is what is 35A. State mandatory provisions for filing return of income. High value transactions, some limits I have told you. High value transactions, specified financial transactions, electricity bill above 1 lakh, withdrawals from the bank, deposit, FDs above this limit. At least revise those limits. Don't say मैम कैसे फिगर्स याद रहेंगे, वो अपने आप रहते हैं, बार बार करो उसको रीड करोगे तो अपने आप रहेंगे. So is it mandatory to furnish the return? Yes, if you deposit more than 1 crore in one or more current account, if your foreign expenditure is above 2 lakhs, if your electricity bill aggregate is 1 lakh से exceed हो रहा है, further such other conditions. It's not here, but credit card bills and all above limit are there, so it's all high value transactions. Oh, this question number 2B word to word learn करके जाओ. They've asked it as section C. I am expecting it in section A. Time limit for completing the assessment. An order of assessment under 143.3 scrutiny 12 months from that assessment year. Order of assessment under 147 income escaping assessment 9 months from the end of the financial year. This is already given in a table note to all of you. An order of assessment by AO under 144 best judgment assessment 12 months from the assessment year when you decide to do this. मतलब whatever is the financial year उसका assessment year से 12 months, 9 months and 12 months. A CO motor rectification by AO. Can AO also pass wrong order? Yes. Can they rectify how many years? 4 years. 154 में 4 years from the end of the financial year in which order is passed, they can rectify. And if SSC is filing the application, AO, this order is wrong, then they need to rectify within 6 months. Is this clear to all of you? Nice, no, these limits are important, please, and these sections are important. 143.3 scrutiny, 147 income escaping assessment, 144 best judgment, 154 rectification of assessment order. इसी का next है 156 demand notice. Within 30 days you have to pay the tax. AO has the power to make best judgment assessment. Now at inter level also this question is asked. Write a short note on best judgment assessment. If the person fails to comply with directions issued under 142.2, they asked you to get the books audited, you didn't get. They called for all the details, documents you didn't submit. Then they can make the best judgment assessment. State the manner of computation of undisclosed income under the Black Money Act. No deductions are allowed. Okay, this is my black money. I'm ready to pay 30% tax. But then I have paid so much of bribe to this engineer for getting this project, blah, blah, blah. Are any expenditures allowed? Okay, I have this income, but I have earlier loss. Can I set off here? No. No expenditures allowed, no deductions allowed, no losses can be set off. It's a flat rate of tax, 30% like you tax lottery income. Any income which has been assessed to tax under income tax prior to earlier year or which is assessable or has been assessed shall be reduced from the value of undisclosed asset located outside India if SSC furnishes evidence that such asset has been acquired from income which is disclosed. Such a story, you know. Okay, I have this undisclosed foreign house, but I have acquired it from this income which I have earned in India and I have paid the tax. Okay, that we will consider. Amount of deduction in case of immovable property shall be the amount which bears to the value of asset. Proportionate. This I have given you example in our routine class. कि कैसे लोगे आप. See, now smart work is, dear students, chapter number 10, your Black Money Act. It will take 20 minutes to revise the whole chapter's gist. तो करके खत्म करो and score marks. State reasons whether following activities will be regarded as tax management, tax planning, tax evasion. So many examples we have solved. Acha, what is tax planning? To reduce tax, you put money in LIC PPF. What is tax evasion? Chori karna, suppress your income. What is tax avoidance? You are trying to avoid the tax by taking benefit of the loophole. Transaction between A and B country be routed through C country. And what is tax management? Filing your TDS returns, monthly payment of taxes on. So this was a revision for all of you. Chalo, let us see. Filing of return of income. What it is? Tax management. Yes. An exercise by which SSC legally takes advantage of tax avoidance. It is an exercise by which SSC takes advantage. Same line you have to write again. Someone was asking me, ma'am, should we write one line? Preferable, time permits. Nahi hai to ye likh lo. An exercise, and now see what more you want. I'm always saying this exam is going to be super scoring. Next attempt is going to be offline. Abhi to online hai. तो 4 marks question में भी 1 mark. एक गलत तो सब गलत. Accounts की तरह single entry partnership. It's not like that. So enjoy this benefit and don't have any negative talk with yourself. The best will only happen. And still, if you are facing any hitches, any hindrances, just give me a message, just give me a voice note. Best what possible will help you out. Third. An exercise undertaken to minimize tax allowance, deductions, exemptions. Best tax planning you are doing. Payment of advance tax, tax management. State the disclosure. Oh, how can I forget this? I've taught you 10 ICDS and I said one will definitely come. So what are the disclosure requirement of construction contract? What method you are following? What are the stages of completion? How much money advance you have taken? What is the cost incurred till date? Work certified, uncertified, retention. All that you have to disclose. Now, one blunder I've seen. If they say ICDSD, students start writing AS7. That is there in inter. Ho gaya, bye-bye, you all are in final now. At inter, they are asking you, write a short note on ICDS. Now they are going to ask you specific questions. What is the difference in ICDS and AS? Or what is the disclosure requirement? So be very clear what they are asking and what you are writing. Compute arm's length price. This is very easy. You'll be able to do it. Anuj, residential status. He has all the income and India mein he has paid tax, foreign. Now see 3 plus 2. Tax payable and this you write. And then you have to, of course, do. So some workings will be done for you. And one like GT will be blank. So fill it up, 540. Deductions, milega ya nahi milega? Nahi milega, the answer would be 540 other. So 1 mark here. Like that, the marks will be there. Okay? So you have to calculate the tax and then take the relief. Acha, take a pause here. In non-resident, tax on Indian income, tax on foreign income, whichever is lower, take relief. After surcharge, he says all. Whereas in case of MAT, tax in India, tax in foreign, and difference, whatever it is you are, on that you are paying the ESES. Whatever, like MAT or this, whichever is minimum, you have to pay the tax. So please take care of this, your marginal relief. Where ESES के बाद होता है, non-resident compulsory ESES के बाद. See how many marks this question has. 5 to 6 marks question on MAT, on non-resident, on charitable trust. I'll discuss. Charitable trust, nothing is asked here, but I will discuss with all of you. What is thin capitalization? Write a short note. Again, this is a problem for arm's length price. Resale value method. I'm buying from you and I'm selling. And I'm selling in that GP minus karo kar karke, we get the arm's length price and so on. This problem is there in your study material. how arm's length price is calculated in the TNMM method. Just explain net profit you will take and so on. You are required to write a short note. Now see, question number 6 is full theory. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if 6th is theory, if you want to attempt, right, because they'll give you a box and in that you have to type your answer. In case of raid, what are the presumptions? Whatever books, documents, jewelry, cash is recovered that belongs to you. All the contents in the books are correct. All signatures and are for the person who is responsible. And all that. What is types of tax planning, short, long, and permissive, and all that. ICDS पे short note लिखो. Specified domestic transactions. Generally, transfer pricing is applicable only to associate enterprise transactions with foreign transactions. But some specified domestic transactions are there. Means any of transactions, it's not international transactions, but they are specifically called specified domestic transactions. Any transactions under 80A, 80IA, any business transaction between SSE and others, any transactions referred to in 10AA, that your unit is located in SEZ and you have never gone out of India, but you are exporting the goods. Any business transactions between persons referred, and any other transaction where aggregate of sum. This individual हर एक के आगे ब्रैकेट में रीजनिंग के साथ लिखा है तो पढ़ो. What is primary adjustment? What is secondary adjustment? What is specified domestic transaction? ये theory में ही आता है जनरली. Steps involved in the resale price method. Whatever mindset you know, identify the transaction at what price we are selling, what is the GP, deduct and expenses, what additional. आपसे खरीद के when I have sold, I have charged GP, minus करो, I have incurred additional expense, minus, like that. That's all for this question. 6 bits are there, you have to attempt any 4. Now this is a case study. This time they have given for international transaction, they can give for slum sale, they can give for non-resident taxation, a story like this company is there, this is there, ABC computers they are dealing, 2 months time is given, and these are the extra expenditures. Now, what is associate enterprise? Now, this is a theory question in the case study. Associate enterprise means another enterprise which participates directly or indirectly or through control and all, and each and every word के पीछे story है. Identify associate enterprise and international transactions. Yes. Purchase of laptop is, which is comparable uncontrolled transaction. Comparable uncontrolled transaction is other than associate enterprise. Have I done any foreign transactions? So in this unseen passage, like इसी में से pick up करके आप लिख रहे हो. Yes, they are independent parties to whom you have sold, and you have sold it at 36% margin. Now do the working and get how did you get the 36% margin? What is normal margin and cost of sales? Just work out your problem for the RSP method. Price, selling price arrived at, closing stock minus opening. This will be the purchase price. Selling price is given. So sales may add the closing stock minus the opening. You will get the purchase price. So this is all about your new paper pattern. It's going to be super easy, trust me. छोटे topics, ICDS, tax planning also we have done 5-6 classes, transfer pricing. आराम से किए हैं. You need not buy any other book for MCQs and all. Back side of Institute study material MCQs are there, and past exam, like I have this for last exam, last year's exam. MCQs are same, no, what much difference is not there. Amendments may, it's not given here, but I am expecting, dear students, they can give you, note it down, a theory question on faceless assessment. faceless scrutiny where there is no interface between the SSC and the department. That they can ask you, okay? And yeah, one chapter I felt it is not talked about here, I want to talk, that is your charitable trust. Whatever income you receive, if there is any corpus donations and all, nikal do. If income is received on last day, nikal do. If income is received in advance for next year, remove it. Now what is the income? 15% is allowed, 85% you have to spend. You can spend revenue, you can spend capital, you can donate it to others also. Like one temple in Hyderabad can donate to another temple in, those Char Dham temples where there were earthquake and all. So like this, there is a hierarchy format you follow and make sure you complete the problem. They can, I hope you all are noting all this. Anonymous donation is a topic in the charitable institute. So anonymous donations are taxable, but you get exemption up to 5% of the total donation or 1 lakh, whichever is higher. Up to that, the donations are exempt. Beyond that, Gumnam donations where you don't have the name of the parties and all, it is going to be taxable at flat 30%. Clear to all of you? So I have tried to brief you all the chapters. I think non-resident taxation से एक problem आएगा, MAT से एक problem आएगा, charitable trust they can ask you some bits. Assessment procedure, time limits you remember 12 months, 9 months, 12 months. उतने ही हैं. Raid cases and all some sections. Interest 234A, B, C, D, 234F, G तक. Write the details in brief. Penalties, few penalties are very important. I have बहुत सारे 5-star KitKat खिलाए हमारे routine class में. So check your material. Still, if you feel, ma'am, I'm confused how to revise this chapter, or this question is not clear, or the last case study I have not solved, you will be able to do it. It will just take 45 minutes, meet, and one more live class we can take, provided you all come ready with your doubts. Yes. Ashwini, Divya, Nandini, Preetam, all of you all are there in class. Do you have any more doubts anywhere? Just click the photo, but with the topic and with the subject clarify, because so many things are going on, and please give a time, and within 24 hours, if you don't get the reply, वापस message करो, वापस बिंदास करो, because too many things are going on simultaneously, but definitely I want to help you. Sometimes, no, dear students, the doubt is small and it doesn't come in the final exam. But if you have a doubt, no, that may demotivate you little, or thoda bhi demotivation nahi hona. You all are going to perform super well. Trust me, you have worked hard. You are committed to attend classes at final level with your jobs. You are attending evening classes. If you have missed, you are watching the videos and messaging, ma'am, I was absent, but I have covered it in the video. What more we can do, right? So waiting to see you all as CMA Ashwini, CMA Santoshini. All the best to all of you. Trust your teachers, trust yourself, and together we will work whatever is the best. Okay? Thank you so much. Lots of blessings to all of you, and you have all the power within you, and no distraction can distract you. और distractions आएंगे तो आपकी capacity पता चलेगी to overpower that. Only you need to be very positive and give lot of specify little bit to your family members. They may be little restless. आप तो अच्छे से prepare कर रहे हो, you know yourself. अगर आप नहीं करते dear students तो आप final तक नहीं आते. Do you trust me? Just turn back and look yourself. No, so many of you have, I've seen you all from foundation. How you were raw 12th के बाद foundation लिखा and you cleared your entrance. Then you came to inter. You cleared your inter with exemption and tax, and now you are in final. So you would have not come here if you are not consistent, if you are not committed, and if you are not confident. So trust yourself and work best. So much of power and blessings to all of you, dear students. Thank you so much. Bye bye. all of you. Bye.